Hello, good evening, and we're at end of February, and apparently tonight is the last day of meteorological winter. So spring is just about on us, and we've got a big full moon outside, we have here anyway, and we've got lambs in the field, and everything's looking hunky-dory really, isn't it? So still lockdown. Up here I've actually achieved tier 7 or something of lockdown, because not only are we locked down, they're supposed to be resurfacing the bit of a trek that comes up here. So it didn't happen. It was meant to happen today. They scraped some of the stuff away, but the men from the council didn't actually show up today to do it. So we've been locked down and locked in. We can't get out on the bloody road. Yeah, there you go. Right, what am I doing? I've forgotten this song. Neil Young song. Powderfinger, which it's difficult to say what this song's about. It has the feel of sort of an American Civil War incident, but it could well be just the Coast Guard cutter coming up the river to sort out some drug smugglers, but he never sees. Look out, Mama, there's a white boat coming up the river with a big red beacon and a flag on a man on the rail. Better call John, 'cause it don't look like they're here to deliver the mail. It's less than a mile away. I hope they didn't come to stay. It's got numbers on the side and a gun, and they're making big waves. Daddy's gone and my brother's out hunting in the mountain. Big John's been drinking since the river took Emmylou. And the powers that be left me here to do the thinking. And I just turned 22. I was wondering what to do. And the closer they got, the more those feelings grew. Daddy's rifle in my hand felt reassuring. He told me red means run, son, numbers don't add up to nothing. When the first shot hit the dock, I saw it coming. Raised my rifle to my eye, never stopped to wonder why. And I saw black and my face splashed in the sky. Shelter me from the powder and the finger. Cover me with the thought that pulled the trigger. Just think of me as one you never figured out. We fade away so young, with so much left undone. Remember me to my love, I know I'll miss her. I must apologise for the double negative in verse 3. I know we have standards here, and I'm sorry, but I didn't write it.
I was gonna mention it, but I thought you didn't want me to. You didn't want to do it.
Right, we've got Mike coming on next, and Mike's had some bad news really this week because he's been paying £2 a month to the Cats Protection League, and he missed a couple of payments, and the bastards came round and broke both his cat's legs. That went down like a lead balloon, didn't it? Right, Mike.
Hiya. This song's called There Is a Ship, The Water Is Wide. Lots of different titles, but it's a lovely song.
Whaley Whaley. It's called Whaley Whaley as well.
Whaley Whaley. Why is that, Al?
There is a
Whaley
verse
Whaley.
that starts Whaley Whaley. I'm not sure what Whaley Whaley is.
Not in my version, right?
Somebody will tell us, I'm sure.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, I think it's called There Is a Ship. There is a ship, and she sails the sea. She's loaded deep, as deep can be, but not as deep as the love I'm in. I know not if I sink or swim. I leaned my back against an oak. I thought it was a trusty tree, but first it bent and then it broke, just as my love proved false to me. Oh, love is gentle and love is kind, like the sweetest flower when first it's new. But love grows old and waxes cold and fades away like morning dew. The water is wide, I cannot get over, neither have I wings to fly. Give me a boat that can carry two, and we shall row, my love and I. There is a ship, and she sails the sea. She's loaded deep, as deep can be, but not as deep as the love I'm in. I know not if know not if I sing goes wind.
Lovely.
Brilliant. Again, Mike, brilliant.
Well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Don't you ever sing a bum note? You know, can't you just throw one in to make?
I'll do it especially for you in the next song, John.
Yeah, okay. It'll make me
put a
feel
real-
a lot better. You just
I'll put a real howler in the middle.
yeah, go a bit flat somewhere. Make me feel a lot better. Right, Alan seems to have disappeared. Oh, he's
No,
back.
I've gone for me statins, John. Forgotten this. We could call ourselves the Statinettes. Bet most people on here are on the bloody thing.
I'm back on Mouse Patrol. He's here again.
Oh no!
Right. For those of you who don't know, Mike has a few problems with. Seems to have a lot of mice in his house. Oh, his cats keep bringing them in. I don't know what. And then the fox comes along and attacks his cats. It's a bit like the old woman who swallowed the fly.
He's dead, of course. Yeah.
Right. Oh, it's dead easy this now. You've because before we go to Davith, we've got Dave coming. Are you singing tonight, Dave?
I'm not sure how much time I've got, but I'll try if there's room and if there's time. Yeah.
We'll
Swapping
put
him
you
instead
on.
of me. Swapping him instead of me, I don't mind.
No, bugger off, Alan. You know. Yeah.
Smack him in between me and Alan.
There we are. You see.
Yeah, between Alan and John. If
Right.
you look at the screen, it depends what you're on tonight, Dave.
I'll move him.
Alan's sort of got all the little Muppet boxes
There he
arranged
is.
in order. So,
If you're on a laptop, you'll have moved, Dave, to where you're singing. There we are.
right, and we've got Izzy.
Oh, he's moving the. Yeah. Okay. Right.
Hello, darling. I'm not singing or anything tonight because I've got my lovely grandchildren with me, and I'm just going to pop in and out every now and again.
That's okay. You were absolutely stunning on Tuesday at Dragon's
I'm
Breath.
stunning permanently, darling, but
There
you've not
we
seen me tonight, have you?
I have.
We can't
Just
see you,
as
but
he
you
has.
sounded great on
why the
Tuesday
camera's
anyway.
not on.
Thank you. See you
Right.
all soon, anyway.
Okay, Izzy.
Take
Okay,
care.
we've got Davith. Come on, gird your loins.
Right, noswaith dda, bawb.
Nice with that, David.
Tonight is the Friday night that is closest to GÜYL Dewi Sant, or St. David's Day. Now, I haven't got anything about St. David that I'm going to read, but I think that reading something in Welsh is probably suitable for tonight. And I'm going to introduce you to a poet who is sort of colleague of mine in that he composes Welsh crosswords as well. His name is Gwerin, originally from Flintshire, I think, and now living in Carnarvon. He's written this wonderful poem about a chap called Sid, who came from Liverpool originally and was, of course, a Scouser. And he met a beautiful, lively young lady, fell in love and married, and came to Flintshire to live. And he made sure that he learned Welsh and that all his kids learned Welsh too. And the next two generations after his kids are now fluent Welsh speakers, and one or two of them are quite famous on the Welsh television channel. Here's the poem called Sid. Scouser oedd Sid from Liverpool. Mi gwrddodd Gymraes hardd, dduwiog, cool. Saithiodd mewn cariad, priodi, fydd ei hynt. Am y gartref oedd y ddau yn rhywle Sir y Fflint. Daeth 3 o blant. Cymru mewn ffaith. Doedd Sid ddim am ei hamddifadu o'i iaith. Cael rhain Gymraeg yn syth o'r cryd, a Sid yn dysgu yr un pryd. Sgwrsad Cymraeg oedd Sid cyn hir, a'n hen iaith yn dal ei thir, a phlant y plant a'i plantos yn hw, I gyd yn Gymru ar fy llw. Diolch i'r bobl sydd bob dydd yn bwrwyddi yn llawn ffydd, I ddweud yn glir wrth bawb a blew, mi fydd yr heniaeth yma'n fyw. Mae miloedd fel Sid yn ein gwlad, ond mond un Sid, fo oedd fy nhad. I'll translate the last couplet for you.
Da iawn, Sid.
Maybe I don't need to. No, the last couplet says, there are thousands like Sid in our country.
I can't hear anything.
You can't hear me? Oh,
Yeah,
there are thousands
I
like
can hear
Sid.
you.
There are thousands
Yeah,
like
fine.
Sid in our country, but only one Sid. He was my father.
Ah, well.
There you are.
Yeah.
Diolch yn fawr.
Yeah, thank you.
Nothing to do with the Sid who bought all the shares in British Gas when...
Yeah, Sid.
Not as far as I know.
Yeah.
Right, we're going up to Clwb, where you've had a bit of weather up there in the last sort of week or so, have you, Alan?
We've had a bit of rain, yeah, might say that. But it's been beautiful. Now I'm self-isolating until I go to hospital tomorrow, and I've had the 2 best days I could have get out on the bike and walk in the van, so it's stuck inside, so there you go. So this is for John, really, and I'm going to try and do it how John likes it done, because he always tells me I do this song too quick. But it's called Man in the Moon by, well, it's one of my favourite singers, Andy M. Stewart. Anyway.
It needs to be milked dry. This
Yeah,
one.
but I like it the way I do it, but I'm going to try and slow it down for you, and I'm also doing it on my baritone guitar to make it a bit better for my voice. So here we go. It's Man in the Moon. I come from the land of the long grass and gorse. I flew with the eagle and I ran with the horse, and I played with the wild wind and whistled his tune. I ebbed with the ocean and I slept in the gloom. But you brought me down gently, you brought me down clean. You fed me your summer, you fed me your dream. Your hand held the wound, your heart healed the pain, and your eyes stole the light of the moon as it waned. We journeyed the moorland and ocean so blue. We slept with the dawn and we rose with the dew, and we played with the seasons of years to be born. We lay in the long grass when the scythe took the corn. But you brought me down gently, you brought me down clean. You fed me your summer, you fed me your dreams. Your hand held the wound, your heart healed the pain, and your eyes stole the light of the moon as it waned. I'll fall with the leaves, and I'll turn with the land. I'll sting with the first frost that touches my hand, and I'll gather the seeds of the gorse and the broom, and lay them forever, said the man in the moon. But you brought me down gently, you brought me down clean, you fed me your summer, you fed me your dreams. Your hand held the wound, your heart healed the pain, and your eyes stole the light of the moon as it wanes. You brought me down gently, you brought me down clean, you fed me your summer, you fed me your dreams. Your hand held the wound, your heart healed the pain, and your eyes stole the light of the moon as it wanes. I come from the land of the long grass and gorse.
Yay!
Yes, yes,
Is that better,
yes.
John?
Oh, absolutely spot on, Alan. I haven't sung that for years. I don't know why. It's one of these songs that sort of
Smashing.
just slipped
Yeah,
off the.
But I usually struggle on the normal guitar, but with the baritone, I mean, I can just drop it that half tone down, and it just suits my voice. Otherwise, it's a bit, those high notes, just a bit for me.
Well, you haven't got me. You obviously haven't got my range, have you?
No, I haven't.
I tell you what, Alan is a rare thing. He's a folkie who's got superb diction, because I heard every
Come on,
word.
it's a family show. It's a family show. We'll have listen to that.
It's always been that way, Al. You sing very clearly, and I think people really connect with what you're singing. So thank you.
And if you want my album, so you can get that as well. You see?
Ah!
Or you look on Spotify. Look me up on Spotify. I'm on
Oh, hey!
Oh.
Spotify.
yeah, under Alan Manouche or Golden Jewel, whichever you want.
Wow. Oh, we'll do that. We'll nominate somebody to do that on our behalf. Somebody technical. Who's youngest?
Right, for nobody else will know that that was an Andy M. Stewart song off his lovely album.
John, can I chip in and say to newcomers amongst us, feel free to unmute yourselves if you do want to clap or make any comments at the end of songs. Just remember to mute yourselves once again afterwards. Thank you. Thank you.
Right, okay. Before he has to leave us, I think he often has taxiing duties to do. We've got the big deep voice of Dave Heitch.
Got an elephant on his head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On me head, son. On me head.
there's an elephant in the room, and I'm it. Apologies for dipping in and out.
It's irrelevant, really.
Between engaged. Yeah. Anyway, today is the birthday of two of my all-time heroes, but Fats Domino in 1928 and Johnny Cash in 1932. So, I'll go for one of them. I've done several Johnny Cash before, so I'll do a Fats Domino one. Plus, it's not very long, so we can fit it in. I want you to take me where I belong, where hearts have been broken, with a kiss and a song. Spend the rest of my days, dear, without any care. Everyone understand me in the valley of tears.
Yeah, there was some low notes there for me.
Oh.
Oh, that was great, Dave.
Half of those notes don't exist.
I know. They do in an elephant's trunk, I think.
Fabulous.
They come out of the elephant
Life
pocket.
is here.
There you go. What can I say?
Yeah.
Right, thanks for that, Dave. So stick around if you can, and if you've got to go, you've got to go, and that's life, really, isn't it? Okay, we're over to John and Carol.
Okay, I'm going first, following on. You'll see why in a minute or two. This is following on from Dave with his picture of his elephant. And this is a nonsense poem called Elephant's Tears. An elephant crept into my bedroom last night. An elephant crept in and wept. I know because when I awoke this morning, my pillow was soggy and wet. I love my friend the elephant, though he is no longer here. He's back in the jungle now, where he can forget all his worries and fear. Thank you.
I got that.
I was a bit worried where that was going when we had the wet patch on the bed.
Family show.
Well, she never refers to me as an elephant, so that's all right.
We never know quite what we're going to get from Carol, do we? There we are.
No,
Like to
who
keep
does?
you on your toes.
Oh dear. Okay, we were talking about double negatives and poor use of the English language. Sorry, but this is one of my favourite songs, although it does have one of the most horrendously crashing lines in it for anyone who's a grammar fascist like myself. Donovan's wrote this, so, you know, you'll hear the line straight away, more or less. We stood in the windy city, the gypsy boy and I. We slept on the breeze in the midnight, with the raindrop in tears in our eyes. Here we go. And who's going to be the one to say it was no good what we done? I dare a man to say I'm too young, for I'm going to try for the sun. See what I mean? We sang and cracked the skies with our laughter. Our breath turned to mist in the cold. Our years put together counted 30, but our eyes told the dawn that we were old. And who's going to be the one to say it was no good what we done? I dare a man to say I'm too young, for I'm going to try for the sun. We huddled in the derelict buildings, and when he thought I was asleep, he'd lay his poor coat around my shoulders and shiver there beside me in a heap. And who's going to be the one to say it was no good what we done? I dare a man to say I'm too young, for I'm going to try for the sun. Mirror, mirror, hanging in the sky, won't you look down what's happening here below? I stand here singing to the flowers, so very few people really know. And who's going to be the one to say it was no good what we've done? I dare a man to say I'm too young, for I'm going to try for the sun. We stood in the windy city, the gypsy boy and I. We slept on the breeze in the midnight, with the rain dropping tears in our eyes. And who's going to be the one to say it was no good what we done? I dare a man to say I'm too young, for I'm going to try for the sun.
John, fabulous.
Thank you very much.
As always, John.
If only we could hear the harmonies going round all these Muppet boxes, I'm sure that was grand.
And I'm sorry, David, he did sing what we done, not what we've done.
Did he? Oh, maybe I'm thinking of the Marianne Faithfull, though.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. But then he wrote it, didn't he?
Yes.
In all fairness. Yes.
Yep, what we done. I'm sorry.
Right.
But there we are.
Okay, we were hoping to. If you look at along the boxes, we've got Mark, who was new to us tonight, and we're hoping that he'd be playing whistle, but we've had dreadful problems with his sound, and we can only hear sort of about one note in 3 that he plays. So hopefully we'll be able to sort his sound out before next time, and hopefully he'll come again, because he's
terrible when you have trouble with your whistle.
Well,
Leslie's just come back.
He's muted at the moment. He was mutilated before, so he's just muted now. So that's an improvement, isn't it?
Leslie's just come back from the kitchen with this, and I don't know what it looks like on the camera, but it's cider slush. She put a bottle in the freezer and forgot about it. So we've got this slushy layer of ice and a little bit of some sort of liquid underneath. But I'm on the water. So Benyar spring water from our spring, which is all we've got. We've got no mains water up here. So
very good.
We flush the bogs and have showers with it. We're that posh.
Oh,
one of the few people in the country that actually flush the bog with spring water.
Well,
right. Looking like we're down to Surrey. We're down to Mike and his lovely, lovely wife, who apparently does haircuts as well.
Yes. I'm open for offers.
Right, come on, it's a family show.
I'll stay away.
Okay, good evening, everyone. First of all, a word of warning to first-time visitors to Rhyl Folk Club. We were a first-time visitor at the beginning of November last year, and we got trapped. And we're still here.
We hooked up, so that's the word.
Okay, to a song. Now, I'm just wondering if there is a problem at all in North Wales with skunk. And I'm not talking about the narcotic. This is about the animal.
And I'd like to say it was Mike's choice of song.
Shoulda looked left and he shoulda looked right. He didn't see the station wagon car. The skunk got squashed and there you are. You got a dead skunk in the middle of the road. windows and hold your nose. You don't have to think, you don't have to see, cause you can feel it in your olfactory. You got a dead skunk in the middle of the road. Dead skunk in the middle of the road. Dead skunk in the middle of the road, and it's stinking to high heaven. When you got your dead cat and you got your dead dog on a moonlight night, you got your dead toad frog, got your dead rabbit and your dead raccoon. The blood and the guts, they're gonna make you swoon. You got a dead skunk in the middle of the road. Dead skunk in the middle of the road. Dead skunk in the middle of the road, and it's stinking to high heaven. You got a dead skunk in the middle of the road. Dead skunk in the middle of the road. Dead skunk in the middle of the road, and it's stinking to high heaven. You got it dead, come on stink, it's in the middle, all over the road. Technicolor, you got pollution, it's dead, it's in the middle. Dead skunk in the middle of the road, Loudon Wainwright. Very poor taste.
I can only dream of a dead skunk in the middle of the road. Yeah, I'm a pensioner. We live off roadkill up here. Right. Oh, it's dead easy, isn't it? Oh, in boxes. We've got Jeff Durno, who's in good form tonight. Jeff, are you there? Unmute yourself. Wake up. Come on, this week. Whenever you're ready.
You've got to find the box first of all. I've been struggling to find things like picks, and it was just with Mike and Helen doing Dead Skunk in the Middle of the Road. I suddenly thought about this. This isn't a dead skunk in the middle of the road. It's a dead.
You should have done the one you practiced, Jeff.
Fun?
You should have done the one you practiced. You shouldn't have changed your mind.
Well, no, I might do that later, but I think this will go. This will be all right. There's no Texans in here, is there? He was coming home from his weekly meeting of the Lynching Appreciation Society, where Highway 59 meets at the railroad. There the good Lord took my daddy from me. Mama, do they have guitars in heaven? Daddy didn't take his along. How's he gonna serenade the angels? How's he gonna sing a country song? Well, he'd play a game where he'd park beside the railroad, and he'd cross the tracks just before the train would come. But he messed one night with the 9:15 to Jackson, and I'm sad to say the engine driver won. Mama, do they have guitars in heaven? Daddy didn't take his along. How's he gonna serenade the angels? And how's he gonna sing a country song? Get sad now. Well, Mama, he didn't take along his white robes or his pointed hat that makes him look so mean, and he didn't take his 12-gauge sawn-off shotgun and his cross won't burn without that kerosene. Mama, do they have guitars in heaven? Daddy didn't take his along. How's he gonna serenade the angels? How's he gonna sing a country song? Mama, do they have guitars in heaven? Daddy didn't take his along. How's he gonna serenade the angels? And how's he gonna sing a country song?
If I'd have changed my mind, I'd have mucked it up.
Right, okay. Thanks a lot for it. It's good to see you with your fingers looking a bit better, Jeff. Great. Okay, DEWI and Eileen.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do a song by Daniel Lanois, who's a Canadian musician, producer. We learned it from the singing of Emmylou Harris, called Black Hawk.
Well, I work a double shift in a bookstore on St. Clair, while he pushed the burning ingots into Vasco's thinking air, where the truth bites and stings. I remember just what we were as the noon bell rings for Black Hawk and the white-winged dove. Hold on to your aching heart, I'll wipe the liquor from your lips. A small-town hero never dies. He fades a bit and then he slips down into the blast furnace in the heat of the open heart. And at the punch clock he remembers Black Hawk.
Right.
We fell down to our knees. Oh.
Sorry, your sound disappeared from at the end of sort of verse 1. I think your sound disappeared on us.
Oh no!
Whether it's off you go again. I think that's the answer, isn't it? Yeah.
Go from the chorus. Okay. We'll try. Remember your leather boots pointing up into the sky. We fell down to our knees over there where the grass grew high. Love hunters in the night, our faces turned into the wind. Black Hawk, where are you now? Black Hawk and the white-winged dove. We were Black Hawk and the white-winged dove. We were Black Hawk and the white-winged dove. Do you still have the ring I gave you on the banks of Lake Blackbear, where I felt certain that I knew you, your cool and distant debonair. Now we drink at Liberty Station, another cup of muscatel, wrapped in the strong arms of the Union, raising kids and raising hell. I remember your leather boots burning up into the sky. We fell down to our knees over there where the grass grew high. Love hunters in the night, our faces turned into the wind. Black Hawk, where are you now? Black Hawk and the white-winged dove. We were 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 Black Hawk and the white-winged dove.
Woo! Despite the gremlins, that was delightful. I don't know what happened in the middle of it. I certainly lost about a verse, and then
they froze on me. Totally.
Yeah. I thought when somebody freezes, you start looking at all the other boxes and think it's me that's frozen.
They froze. Oh no! I don't know.
Broadband internet issues usually that make that happen, but there we are. The gremlins are against us.
Were you on the phone at the same time?
No.
Have you better put a shilling in the meter? That's the thing.
Yeah,
That's the thing. We'll have a look.
Okay, thanks a lot, Dewi and Arlene. And we're going down to Essex now for Terry. Always a treat.
Well remembered. Down in Essex. Yeah, it's been lovely here today too. Really lovely. And it's a full moon here, as it is in Wales. And I'm reliably told it's a snow moon, they call it. I'd not heard of that. I looked it up to see what's the meaning, and I expected something very deep and mythological, is that a word? Anyway, it's not. It just means it's the moon in February when it's cold.
I think it's ice particles in the upper atmosphere that cause the halo, so I'm told.
There's always one, isn't there?
It's always my wife that tells me these things, of course.
So I thought I'd do a song about the moon. So this is kind of called Moonlight, or By the Light. Wouldn't you like to shine on me? Keep me company tonight. Starlight, you'll never be lonely. Moonlight, you are my only guide tonight. On my way home. Well, hey mister, is this right? Trying to find a place I know. I left her waiting here a long, long time ago. Moonlight, maybe you'll light my way tonight. I'm on my way tonight. On my way. My way tonight, I'm on my way tonight to the one I love. Hey mister, won't you follow me down? I know I left it way too long. Somewhere, I know she's there, whether I'm right or wrong. Moonlight, let's call it a day tonight. I'm on my way tonight to the one I love. To one I love. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own.
Fabulous. And lots of fun in there as well.
Lots of mistakes all over the show.
Well, I didn't hear any. See how.
Yeah. But when you can play
I have all your mistakes. Teach me your mistakes, and I'll be happy.
That's very kind of you.
It's really good.
I've been playing that all day, so why does it all go wrong? But never mind. There we are. I'm in good company. That's what it's about.
Thinking sort of ahead, Terry, if we ever get back, how far do you travel to do gigs?
Hundreds of miles. Certainly to Rhyl. I shall be there.
Right. I think we'll see. We'll have to see if our treasurer can scrape a few bob together. We've had no money coming in for a year.
2 pints and a packet of crisps.
There we are.
I'll be fine.
And he's anybody's. That's what I've heard.
Oh, buying the pint.
Yeah. I must reiterate the fact I've got Terry's CD and it's fabulous. So having heard him just now, just go on our Friends of Rhyl Folk Club group on Facebook and you'll find all the details there.
Thank you.
Right. What is it, T. Gwerin?
Is it the video, Gwen? Video, right. Okay, I'll share the screen and you should get a video coming up just shortly. Don't call me shortly. Here we go. That's the one. Clicky. Self.
One of the eternal themes in folk traditions, regardless where you are, is the rejected lover. And this is a theme, this is a piece, a traditional piece on the theme of the rejected lover called Geneth Gad e Gwrthod, the girl that was rejected. A traditional piece set on the banks of the River Dee, so it's a local traditional piece. Ar lan hen afon ddyrdwydd ofn, eisteddai glan fyrwynig, a distaw sisial wrth ei hun, gadawyd fi yn unig. Heb gar na chyfaill yn y byd, na chartref chwaith fynd iddo, drws tyf yn had sydd wedi gloi, rwy'n wrthodedig heno. Mae byw gwaradwydd ar fy ôl, yn nodi fy ngwendidau, a llanw mywyd wedi droi a'i gladdu dan y tonnau. A'r allor chwant a berthwyd fi, do, collais fy mwrndod, a dyna'r achos pam yr wyf fi heno wedi wrthod. Ti frithill bach sy'n chwarae'n llon yn nyfroedd glân yr afon, mae gen I ti gyfeillio'n fyrdd a noddfa rhag gelynion, cei fyw a marw dan y dŵr heb undyn dy adnabod. O na chawn innau fel tydi gael marw ac yno darfod. Ond hedeg mae'n meddwl prydd, I fyd sydd eto'i ddyfod, a chofiad I thai fradwr tost rhaid I ti yng nghyfarfod. Ond meddwl am dy enw di a byw sydd ddim i'n ormod, o afon ddof derbynia fi cafwelu ar dy wylod. Y bore tranoedd cafwyd hi, y nyfroedd oer yr afon, a darn o bapur yn ei llaw ac arno ymadroddion. Gwnewch I mi fedd mewn unig fan, na chodwch faen na chofnod, I nodi'r fan lle gorwedd llwch, yr eneth gath ei gwrthod.
Oh boy. We love the sad stuff, don't we, Gwen? Oh, wow.
Right, okay, before we get to Alan, I'd just like to say, I don't know if he watches the videos or he's got enough on his plate, but Brian, who joins us from Eastbourne, is having a bit of a tough time domestically with things going on down there. So if you do watch Brian, lots and lots of love from everybody up here, and we all feel for you. Yeah. Okay, right. Alan, what have you got?
Absolutely. Well, I'm got more wallowing, and one thing we'd like our English friends, our visitors from across the border, to take away is the fact that Welsh is a living language, and lots of people speak it. And it's St David's Day on Monday, and Wales are going to beat England tomorrow, so that's a perfect double, really, isn't it? So I couldn't help myself but think of a Welsh song to sing. One I haven't sung for a long time, and it's a hiraeth song, a longing song, and it's a really, really doubly sad song because the chap who's singing it doesn't believe that he will ever get back to Wales. So it's not just longing to get back, he doesn't believe it's going to be possible in his life. All of the paths will be covered with grass and he won't be able to find his way, is the poetic side of it. So Cyn Delwyf I Gymru nôl, before I might come back to Wales. He's also known as Trafeilias y Byd, I travelled the world. Trafeilias y byd eiled a'i hyd, pan oedd o'n ifanc a ffôl. Bydd glaswellth dros fy llwybrau gyd, cyn delwyf I Gymru nôl. Cyn delwyf I Gymru nôl fy ffrind, cyn delwyf I Gymru nôl. O bydd glaswellth dros fy llwybrau gyd, cyn delwyf I Gymru nôl. Pe cawn ni nawr a denydd o wawr, mi hedwn I fryniau fy ngwlad, I weld yr osod cochion mawr, a'r bwthyn fy mam a'n had. Cyn delwyf I Gymru nôl fy ffrind, cyn delwyf I Gymru nôl. O bydd glaswellth dros fy llwybrau gyd, cyn delwyf I Gymru nôl. Ni choeliwn ni gynt am hen yn y gwynt, fod baich o hiraeth modrwm. Cawn daflu'r baich yn y llif ar ei hynt, pe safon ar bont y cwm. Cyn delwyf I Gymru nôl fy ffrind, cyn delwyf I Gymru nôl. O bydd glaswellth dros fy llwybrau gyd, cyn delwyf I Gymru nôl. Ffarwel fy nhad, ffarwel fy mam, a heno rowch ffordd ar y fôl. Ffarwel i'r eneth bach dinam, sy'n wylo arna y môr. Cyn delwyf I Gymru nôl fy ffrind, cyn delwyf I Gymru nôl. O bydd glaswellth dros fy llwybrau gyd, cyn delwyf I Gymru nôl. Cyn delwydd I Gymru o hen ffrind. Cyn delwydd I Gymru o bydd glas well dros fy llwybrau gyd. Cyn delwydd I Gymru
Beautiful.
Absolutely
beautiful.
Hey.
It's a sad song, such a sad song.
Fair enough halfway through that, weren't you, Alan?
I was filling up.
I didn't think you'd get to the end there.
Well, if you knew what went on in the third verse, John. I didn't know that Hiraeth could be.
We can't hack it.
Nah,
Dewi's
that's right.
had to go out. He's so overcome.
Yeah, there we are.
Right, God, we're halfway through, and it's only 9:15.
My God.
I suspect it's because there's a big hairy Cornishman who hasn't been singing tonight. So one of his songs for Julia and Jan, is it? We have this sort of big Cornishman, and he's actually, he looks like the wild man of Borneo, but he's actually a GP.
He'll be watching this, John.
His songs tend to last about 10 minutes, don't they?
At least.
Yeah, on a good day.
They're always educational, though.
Was he? Right?
Oh yeah, you can pass your history at O level after you listen to them.
How the First World War started. That's one of my favourites. It was all down to the telephone.
Goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Classics.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, he'll be with us next week when he's got a roof again, I think.
Chaz and Jan have just joined us. Are you doing anything tonight? Just shake your heads or nod your heads. Nope. Still haven't got the synchronised shaking in. There we go. Right, okay, so here we're going to part 2. Everybody's plugging CDs tonight. So this next song is taken from...
Is that your CD, John?
Telling Time by Painless John.
Ah.
Still available in larger branches of Woolworths. And some Timothy Whites, I understand, as well. Anyway, this was recorded in Silk Purse Studios in Prestatyn, i.e. Alan's front room. And this was track 17 on it. Value or what? Value? Whew, 17 tracks. All of them crap. Right, and I put this one on for my grandchildren. A song by His Bobness. And somebody else at the club used to sing this, but we don't see him these days, so bugger him. May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you do for others, let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars, and may you climb on every rung. May you stay forever young, forever young, forever young. May you stay forever young. May you grow up to be righteous. May you grow up to be true. May you always know the truth and see the light surrounding you. May you always be courageous. Stand upright and be strong, and may you stay stay forever young. Hands always be busy, may your feet always be swift, may you have a firm foundation when the wind of changes shift. May your heart always be joyful, may your song always be sung, and may you stay forever young. Forever young, forever young, may you stay forever young.
What a song!
Very nice.
Can't remember what you played on that, Alan. Was it squeeze box or was it?
Oh, it was a guitar. It was a guitar. It was a bit of a thrash, that one, when we used to do it, but that's a long time ago, John.
Right, okay, where are we now? Oh, Mike Hawkins.
Ducks are in a row. All our ducks are in a row, you'll notice.
The mouse survived, by the way. He caught him again. He caught the mouse again in the house, took him outside, and Sheila saw it escape. The two cats were playing silly buggers outside, and the mouse just ran between the legs and disappeared.
Oh, just like the Welsh winger will be doing tomorrow when you set the... there we are, it's obvious.
Yeah.
He'll disappear up his own arse.
Oh.
I just want an early try from George North. That's what I want.
Right,
Well,
okay.
well, it's only a game, Al. And
no, it's not. It's not to. It's not to
we
them,
know the
Mike.
best team will win. So and that's
This
what
is
we-
warfare between the Celts and the rest of the British.
Right, this song is a John Tams song. It's called Love Farewell. I thought I heard the Colonel crying, "March, brave boys, there's no denying. Cannons roaring, drums a beating, march, brave boys, there's no retreating. Love farewell. If I should fall in some far battle, cannons roar and rifles rattle, thoughts fly homeward, words unspoken, valiant hearts are of time broken. Love farewell. Will you go or will you tarry? Will you wait or will you marry? Will these moments last forever? Kiss me now and leave me never. Love farewell. I thought I heard the Colonel crying, "My march, brave boys, there's no denying. Cannons roaring, drums a beating. March, brave boys, there's no retreating. Love, farewell.
Yeah.
Beautiful, Michael, beautiful.
Still no bum notes there, Mike.
Oh, sorry, I forgot all about that.
What was the name of that, Mike, please?
Love, Farewell.
By
John Tams.
Thanks very much.
David, are you doing anything else?
I'll do something which will take probably less than a minute. Okay, here we go. It's a very short poem on the front page of a Welsh poetry magazine called BAWB. It's a poem called Ond, which means but. I'll give you an English version of it first, and then do the Welsh. It's only 6 lines. In this darkness, something is hiding. Sometimes it's very shy, although it shouldn't be. Its name is Hope, and there's no killing it. Yn Gymraeg, yn y tywyllwch mae 'na rhywbeth yn cuddio. Peth swil ydi o, weithiau, na ddylai fod. Gobaith ydi enw o, a does dim lladd arno. That's it.
Diolch.
Thank you. Diolch yn fawr.
Oh, yeah.
Could you have words with Gaffer and sort of, explain brevity to him? Oh, we've lost Natasha.
I need a shorter word than brevity.
I was just about to have a chat with Natalia from Moscow and ask her how things were over there, but
she must have gone to bed.
You went
She
about
said
5
Nostar.
minutes ago.
Yeah,
You
she's
went to bed, I think.
disappeared. I suppose it's midnight for her. So there we go. Right, Alan.
Right, this is a song. The tune is one of the first tunes I learnt on a pipe, so I'm still working on them, John. I will bring them along. It's called "Believe Me for All Those Endearing Young Charms."
Oh, lovely.
Written, of course, by Thomas Moore in 1808, and he wrote it for his sweetheart, or his wife, I think the truth is, and she got the pox, and she didn't want him to see how she looked. So he sat down outside the door and he wrote this song. And it is a true story. Believe me, if all those endearing young charms that I gaze on so fondly today were to fade by tomorrow and fleet in my arms like fairy gifts fading away, thou would still be adored as this moment thou art. Let thy loveliness fade as it will, and around thy dear ruin each wish of my heart will entwine itself verdantly still. It's not while beauty and youth are thine own, or thy cheeks unprofaned by a tear, that the fervour and faith of a soul can be known, that in time will but make thee more dear. For the heart that is truly loved never forgets, and as truly goes on to its close, as the sunflower looks on her god when he sets, the same look that she gave when he rose. So believe me, if all those endearing young charms that I gaze on so fondly today were to fade by tomorrow and fleet in my arms like fairy gifts fading away, thou wouldst still be adored as this moment thou art. Let thy loveliness fade as it will, and around thy dear ruin each wish of my heart would surround itself verdantly still, and around thy dear ruin each wish of my heart would entwine itself verdantly still. Thomas Moore.
Lovely.
Oh, beautiful, Alan.
No double negatives there, were there? Eh?
This is
Oh,
it,
quality
proper
stuff,
English.
that.
There was no such thing in 1808. It's the Americans who invented them. By the way, in the Welsh language, we love double negatives. They're totally acceptable. Does dim. You say it twice for emphasis. But
that's really because dim meant a quantity at
it
once.
did indeed, David. But
Yes.
yeah. But the double negative approach is, if we want to mangle our own language, that's fine. But if the Americans mangle English, that's a very upsetting thing.
Well, B says that in going back some centuries, there were a lot more negatives.
Oh.
More negatives the better.
More the better, yeah.
Thank goodness we're more positive nowadays. That's all I can say.
I think we should shoot all Americans, but that's a personal opinion.
Trouble is with Miss.
A bit harsh, John, a bit harsh.
Well, yes, especially as my sister lives in South Carolina. There we are, you see.
Are Americans?
Yes, indeed.
Ruth Pritchard put something up on the
Storm's not here.
about a couple of weeks ago, and it was a story about an old fella on Pennsylvania Avenue sitting on a bench, and he crossed the road and he said to the Marine on guard, I want to speak to President Trump. Can you make me an appointment? And the Marine said, I'm sorry, but Donald Trump doesn't live here anymore. He's no longer the President of the United States. So the fella went away. And then next morning, bright and early, same old fella's there, went up to the Marine and said, I'd like you to make me an appointment to speak to Donald Trump, please. And the Marine said, look, I did tell you yesterday, Donald Trump is no longer President of the USA. He doesn't live here. And the fella went away. Next morning, the fella's back again, and he said, I'd like you to make me an appointment, please, to see and speak to Donald Trump. And he said, I've told you once, I'm not going to tell you again. He said, yes, I know, I understand it. I just like to hear you saying it. Right, you got Ruth to thank for that one. Okay, Dave.
Oh, yes, that'll do me.
They know where you live, John. They'll be coming for you. You know that.
Yeah, they might know where I live, but they won't bloody find me.
Yeah, bring the helicopter.
Yes. Well, that was
Dave.
a moment. Yeah. All right. I had an unexpected extension, as it were, so I can do another one. Just around the corner, there's heartache. that loses you. If you can wade in through the teardrops, you'll find me at the home of the blue. I walk and cry while my footsteps keep time with the drag of my shoe. Sun never shines through this window of mine, and it's dark at the home of the blue. Ah, but the place is filled with the sweetest memories, memories so sweet that I cry. Dreams that I had left me feeling so bad, I just wanna give up and lay down and die. So if you just lost your sweetheart, and it seems there's no good way to choose, come along with me, misery loves company. You're welcome at the home of the blues. But the place is filled with the sweetest men. Memories so sweet that I cry. Dreams that I had left me feeling so bad, I just wanna give up, lay down and die. So if you just lost your sweetheart, and it seems there's no good way to choose, come along with me, misery loves company. You're welcome at the home of the blues. Yeah, you're gonna find me at the home of the blues.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. I've just realised, listening to Dave there, who else is not here tonight? We're missing Carl, aren't we?
Yeah.
Why?
Carl is usually a nice counterpoint to Dave.
Diametrically opposite, you could
It's just
say.
the bottom end and the top end.
Yeah, yeah.
I've just, I was looking through this CD earlier, and for those who don't know me, I was thinking, what the hell is somebody doing a CD called Filling Time with Painless John? I used to be a dentist.
Yeah.
So, and looking inside, just reading the cover notes, it said, recorded at the age of 60 as something to leave behind. Designed to give the feel of a live performance with bum notes left in.
Excellent. Why not?
But yeah, pop down to Woolies tomorrow and get your copy.
Well, you see, John, everybody mentioning CDs, I thought I'd bring out this bag. It's what I used to carry around all my CDs. And sadly, amongst the dust, there's only two left. There's this one. Some of you will be familiar. Oh my goodness, look at that, got daffodils on it. It's Rum Bum and Concertina from way back.
Got that one.
Yeah, and there's that one, which is, I put 4 CDs, because I've moved with the time, 4 CDs as MP3 tracks onto one disc. And that's all I got left. Other than dust, that's it. What you see is what there is.
Is that Favourite Son 1 and 2? Is that?
Pardon?
Was it Favourite Son, one of those albums of yours?
Oh, Son number 3. That's what my dad used to call me, yeah.
That's it, yeah. I've got that.
Oh, yeah. Steal what you like. Yeah.
Right. John and Carol.
Hello. Well, I do have. It would be.
Oh, yeah!
There we are. This is my second CD, 4-leaf clover. And I also have another one which is not to hand called Magical Waters, which was made in 2010. This was made in 2016, both at Bill Malkin's studio in Christleton near Chester. Shamwari Studios. He's a South African chap. and so that's where the name comes from. But yes, I do have.
Me.
This one is called Four Leaf Clover. You will remember the song, or if you don't, I'm going to be singing it in about 10 seconds. So
But get on with it.
Oh, sod off.
Where's the big hook?
Commercial
Too many
break.
adverts, the big hook.
Harsh, John, harsh.
Well, which is harsh, me or the other John? There we go.
The other John.
There we go.
If the cap fits.
Oh, look what you've done. I was walking along the lane one day when I found a four-leaf clover. Along came lovely Nancy May, who tripped and then fell over, and her skirts went flying in the air. So what I shouldn't have uttered, I was the vicar's only son, she was the farmer's daughter. Well, I blushed from me head down to me boots, but Nancy didn't care. Oh, she took me by the hand and said, let's see what we can share. Oh, led me to the river bank, said, sir, what is your fancy? Told me all I had to know, me dearest darling Nancy. Four months later we were wed, with her father standing by. Oh, Nancy looked a picture then, with a belly oh so round. Oh, there was love and laughter in our eyes, like a lord and his lady. Following year our son was born, bonny bouncing baby. We've been married 10 years now, 4 sons and a lovely daughter. Now my story has to end, my song it is now over, but I still do bless the day. Found a four-leaf clover, keep it for the memory of me Nancy falling over. Hiya.
Nice one, John.
Excellent. And you didn't need Carol to help you with the words, did you,
There were
tonight?
bum notes in there, though.
Wait, I'm all bum notes. No, you won't.
I'd just better out than in. That's what they say about bum notes.
Absolutely, yeah.
Get them out the way. You'll be all right.
Play on regardless, doesn't
It's
matter.
all on that CD. There you go. Complete with bum notes.
I wonder if Mike Davis is going to mention a CD or two.
No, I think I'm totally outclassed by all the. I did think about bringing out one of my several, but I won't. Is it my go already?
Yes.
Oh goodness.
Oh, hang on. Just one
well-
moment.
Oh, no, it's Carol.
We have
It's Carol.
here.
It's Carol. It's Carol.
Put that whiskey down.
Yeah.
I've not even started the whiskey, have you?
Okay, this one is called The Avon Lady.
That's the poetry.
Not just perfume and makeup. And before I start it, everything that is in this poem is from personal experience.
It's true.
I used to be an Avon lady in the village where we lived. For 18 years I had that round. I was quite good at what I did. But I wasn't the best advert that Avon's ever had. I didn't wear any makeup, and with most perfumes I itched like mad. My round was very large. To walk it quite a hike. So I solved my delivery problems by putting a box on the back of my bike. But I did all the things you'd expect an Avon lady to do. And sometimes I was asked to do other things too. Like the time I found 2 large black bin bags standing in the hall of an elderly lady on whom I'd made a call. "It's jumble," the lady said. "Can you take it up to Joan?" I hadn't the heart to tell her it was the opposite way to home. This same lady had for me another treat. "Oh, I'm glad to see you," she said. "Can you bandage my sore feet?" But the strangest thing by far that I was asked to do involved me catching a billy goat, and me in my new coat too. The billy goat was seeking adventure. Across the road came he, completely ignoring old Ted chasing after him. He was just glad to be free. Back and forth across the road till he spied my coat of blue. So I grabbed his head, and old Ted said, that's grand, I'll hold your bike for you." "Just take him round the back," Ted said, "and make sure you close that shed door. We don't want him escaping again. I can't chase him anymore." So the next time you see an Avon lady at the door or on TV, I hope it makes you smile as you remember what happened to me. Thank you.
There we go.
Have you still got some stuff left that you're knocking out cheap?
It was about 23 years ago since she was an Avon lady, I think.
It's that Avon moisturiser, basic moisturiser that stops the midges getting you, John, isn't it? In Scotland, they all use it.
Oh, so soft.
Oh, you are indeed. You are the epitome of oh so soft, Alan.
Absolutely, I have to have it here. It doesn't really kill them; it drowns them in the grease and oil of it all.
Oh, same effect though.
Yeah, it is same effect.
Yeah.
Anybody who's just looking at the chat saying bum note, Davith has put something on, says bum notes makes me think of Petermain.
Yes, indeed.
Well, quite a tag, yeah.
But he was, for those who don't know, he was a French, what would you call him, a flatulentist,
yes.
Who could fart at will.
Tortist.
He had to retire.
He is.
He had to retire. No, he followed through, sadly. Retire. It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. He farted for Queen Victoria.
Yes,
He was very, very famous.
David could fart for Wales, I tell you.
And
there we
beat
are.
England.
And probably
There you go, you
does.
see, every day's a
Probably
school
does it with a
day.
Welsh accent as well. Eh?
Right, I've lost
Trouble
where.
is, his
Oh, we're
last
back.
act was
Where
shite.
we were 5 minutes ago. Right. And he's got the
Go
bloody
on, Mike. Where's your
banjo
CD? Come on, where's your CD?
Yeah, no. I'm leaving my CDs in the safe. I can out bum nose all of you. The only thing is that as this is a sort of a banjo type instrument, you won't notice the difference. This song is called "Better Times Are Coming," which I'm sure we would all like to dream about. Is only one slight negative about "Better Times Are Coming." When everything gets back to normal and there aren't virtual folk clubs, what am I going to do on a Friday night?
We've got a spare room.
hens don't lay, there's no place I can borrow. If the landlord all the news and the rent comes due tomorrow, lots of money in the bank, they say that's where they keep it. Not only wouldn't they loan me some, they wouldn't let me see it. So pick away on the old banjo, keep that guitar strumming. Put more water in the soup, there's better times are coming. Well, Mary Lou could pull a plow, if only I would let her. Twice as strong as any ox, and she don't smell much better. I didn't kiss Mary Lou but once, and then I had to leave her. Makes my collar get so tight I start to burn with fever. So pick away on the old banjo, keep that guitar strumming. Put more water in the soup, there's better times are coming. Well, a man came by the other day, a hunter manual labor. I told him I hadn't seen the guy, why don't you ask the neighbor? Come on boys, get your gals and kick your heels up higher. Don't let no one steal your gal, just hold her a little tighter. So pick away on the old banjo, keep that guitar strumming. Put more water in the soup, there's better times are coming. My rooster used to chase a hen, he just kept getting thinner. He nearly ran himself to death, brought him in for dinner. Cotton crops are mighty poor, the weeds are really growing. I need a woman pretty bad to help me with the hoeing. Pick away on the old banjo, keep that guitar humming. Put more water in the soup, there's better times are coming. So pick away on the old banjo, keep that guitar strumming. Put more water in the soup, there's better times are coming. Thank you.
The Muppet Box used to sway to that one.
That's good.
It would have been better with Helen doing a bit of accompaniment there, but you know.
Yeah, well, we were trying to work on that earlier, but it didn't quite gel. So that'll have to keep for another time.
Right, thanks a lot, Mike. Always lovely to see you.
Thank you.
And we're moving to St Asaph now with Jeff Durno.
Oh.
Okay. This is a song for anyone who's nursing a broken heart, or anyone who knows anybody who's got a broken heart.
No, sorry.
Nothing's changed for me. When I see your face, I see the door. Like you, it's filled with grace. When I look into your eyes, I see all that I have known. I see red sunrise and the kindness you have shown. For nothing's changed for me. And when I think about those days, I feel a tremble in my knee, and my impression never fades. Oh, to touch your golden skin and the fullness of your smile, I bemoan the state I'm in, and I love you all the while. For nothing's changed for me, and like everybody here, I'm so glad that you could make it. It's so good to have you near. For your words I'd laugh and cry, and And as I look around, I'm sure I'm surrounded by your lovers, only one of many more. For nothing's changed for me, I still yearn for your embrace. And sometimes I turn around and gaze upon your face. Well, I know everything must end, but I remember our last kiss. I recall the parting glance, and there's so much more I miss. Sure, that shouldn't sound like that. Nothing's changed for me, well, except you went away. You're moving on, and I'm stuck in yesterday. So I'll wish you all that's good, and I'll raise a toast for you, for all the places you may travel, and for whatever you may do. For nothing's changed for me, well, I'm still in love so much, and I know I'll be okay. But I miss your gentle touch. There are songs for victories, songs for things that fall apart. This is just a song for my broken heart.
Beautiful. Really good, Jeff. Absolutely lovely there, Jeffrey. Thank you very, very much. I love that one.
Did you catch the bum note in the middle of it where I had to stop and tune the guitar?
We wouldn't have known if you'd have carried on, honestly.
Yep. Variation on the theme, that's all. Just variation. Right, thanks ever so much for that, Jeff. Oh, lovely. Love that song. Dewi and Eileen.
Okay. Hopefully we'll get through the song this time.
Say hopefully. This is a sort of slow sea shanty, really. And it tells of a young sailor who's itching to get back to sea for various reasons. And it's revealed in the last verse that he's actually promised to marry 7 girls while he's been on shore. And he's got a lot of irate fathers after him, called Codiangor, Wayanka. Mein Llenwyn gyflym hogie bach, mae'n cwrs ni am y cefnfor, rhaid I ni eto gan uniach, pryd cawn ni godi angor. Y mae'r bliw Peter yn ei le, mae'n cwrs ni am y cefnfor, gawn weld eto groes y de, pryd cawn ni godi angor. ni am y cefnfor, mae arnau bynt I weld siop fawr, bryd cawn ni godi ar wal fy nghariad hir yw'r daith, mae'n cwrs ni am y cefnfor, rwy wedi cael y priodi saith, bryd cawn ni godi
Fabulous.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Don't you do one to the same tune, Al, with about Patagonia?
Well, yeah, it's a little story. It's the same song, but I was asked when it was 150 years since the sailing of the Welsh emigrants to start a new life in Patagonia, a colony, a Welsh colony, effectively, which is still there. I was asked to do a song for a celebration of it, and I used that song, but I changed the words. So my version goes, "Mae'n cwrs I Patagonia." So you know, I to tell the story of the Patagonia. I'll stick a link on somewhere so that you can have a look at it, have a listen.
Georgia Ruth.
Georgia Ruth, that's right, yeah, Georgia Ruth. Yeah, yeah.
I think it's an American work song originally, isn't it? I think it's
like
across the Western Ocean, I think.
Don't know, she doesn't answer my messages. I rang her and said, I'm doing this different version of your song, do you mind? And she didn't reply, so I took that as compliance.
Yeah, wait till she sends the boys round. You'll know about it. Oh, talking about Patagonia, you're just rubbing it in, aren't you? I shouldn't be here. I should be in South America at the moment. I should be in Argentina.
Oh, you don't want to go there, Al.
Well, it serves you right.
Bugger off. What are you? Shut up. Right. Let's have Terry.
Okay, thank you. This is a song about the old blues player Robert Johnson, Robert Leroy Johnson. Most people have heard of him, I'm sure. Blues player in the 1930s and so on. And Sonny Terry said that he recalls him not being actually a great player. He said he was a decent harmonica player, but not much else. And then the legend has it, of course, that he disappeared for 3 months. Well, he did, I think. Nobody saw him. And then the legend kicked in that he'd gone to the crossroads and sold his soul to the devil in return for being able to play fantastic guitar and a whole bunch of terrific songs that influenced all the blues players that came after. The rest of us just had to make do with the Bert Weedon Play in a Day book, which was probably the safer option, especially as Robert Johnson was poisoned just a few years later, so he didn't get a very good deal. This is called From Here to Rosedale. That's going to fix that. Well, that's going to bother me. He was just another poor boy riding freight, playing on some heartstrings, but his playing wasn't great. Young enough to pity, old enough to hate. He was down, down, down. And across the highway, dark and cold, the moon was rising and it ran with blood and gold. Jerusalem was over and he sold his soul. He was down, down, down. He was down, down, down. Leroy sang the blues was Satan on his shoulder and the stones were in his shoes, and that boy had nothing left to lose. He was down, down, down. Up and down the delta, somewhere down the line, standing at the crossroads with the devil right behind, where you cry for a nickel but you die for a dime. When you're down, down, down. Climbed aboard for one last ride. Nobody saw him, everybody passed him by. But when Leroy sang the blues, the whole world cried. They were down, down, down. They were down, down, down. They were down.
Yeah.
Terry, the first that came into when I listened to you, you just sound like a chap called Eric Bibb. I mean,
Yes, I could only wish I could sound like Eric.
But you do. You remind me so much. Phrasing, everything. It's really Eric Bibby. I love it. Brilliant.
David Wilcox, American guy. David Wilcox comes to mind. That song is on this album. Did I mention this album earlier? That song is on it. It's a fabulous album.
I'll send you.
We'll have to get a copy of that album.
Yeah.
On commission, Al.
Oh, no.
Did you ever get anywhere near playing as well as Bert Whedon then, Terry?
I mean, there's no such thing as well as Bert Whedon. He was crap.
For those of you who don't know, if you're not a guitar player of a certain age, when we were about, young T, 11, 12, whatever, there was no internet, there was no CD. The only way you could learn to play guitar was by buying this book, Bert Whedon's Playing a Day.
No,
and I remember
play all day, every day, without learning a bloody thing.
I think he realised he was going to make more money out of writing a book about it than actually playing.
That's probably right.
What was he on? Was it something like 5 o'clock club or Tuesday?
It was 5 o'clock club.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm far too young to remember. Oh,
rubbish.
I remember being at a festival.
Get off it, Alan.
Yeah.
I remember being at a festival and there were some really good guitar players there, and we got talking. Everybody got talking about this, and people were saying, how far did you get? Did you get past Bobby Shafto? And said, I got to Tavern in the Town.
Oh, well,
I think they were the first two songs in the book, and I don't think anybody ever got past. It was something like, it was sort of Bobby Shafto's gone.
I never got that good.
On his knee. And that was about as far as he got with that book, really. And I've not really progressed anymore, to be honest.
Does anyone remember 50 American folk songs? There was a book with it. Yeah, it was all done in red and blue and white, and
I remember that one.
Yeah, it's you know.
Before my time, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry about that, Alan.
Of course, there's the Penguin books.
Yeah.
Penguin Book of American Folk Songs.
Folk songs,
so on.
yes, yeah.
The Dink Song. Oh, that's one I haven't done for ages. That might come up next week now. The Dink Song. Let's put it in my head.
Get through those.
What's Jeff Durner holding up?
No, that's a late one.
He's got it. Oh, yeah.
Sorry. That must have been the 60s, that one.
John's talking about the 40s.
I know he is.
Oh, I've got Alan Lomax.
I'm not that old.
Oh, come on, oh, you sad gits. Right, shut up and let's listen to T. Gwyn.
Here talks the king of the sad gits.
Right, Gwyn, unmute yourself.
Dad future dy hun.
Right, okay. Here's as I pass through the village, people say there goes a man with no CD. Yeah, and to compensate and balance out the club, I'm the guy who gets to play all the bum notes. So the balance sorts itself out. This is the song was written in 1952 by Helen Deutsch and Bronislaw Kappa for a film. It's a show tune. Everybody under the sun has had a crack at this, so I thought I would have a go at it. I sent a version of it in to Alan a long time ago, but it's never appeared, so maybe there's something wrong with it. But you can decide this time.
Is it High Lily, High Low?
Yes, it's...
We've got it as a reserve in case you couldn't turn up because somebody in your village was using Netflix.
Yes, there we go, yeah.
So it's in reserve. We've got it.
Well, you may be lucky and have it twice then. Hi Lily, hi Lily, hi low. Hi Lily, hi Lily, Lily, hi low. Hi Lily, hi Lily, Lily, hi low. Hi Lily, hi Lily, Lily, hi low. The song of love is a sad song. Hi Lily, Lily, hi low. The song of love is a song of woe. Don't ask me how I know. The song of love is a sad song. And I haven't loved, and 'tis so. I sit at my window and watch the rain. Hi Lily, Lily, hi low. Tomorrow I'll probably love again. Hi Lily, Lily, hi low. Come see the people pass Lily. Come and watch them go. Come and be happy with me, Lily. Hi Lily, Lily, hi low. The song of love is a sad song. Hi Lily, hi low. The song of love is a song of woe. Don't ask how I know. The song of love is a sad song. And I have loved, and it's so. sit at the window and watch the rain. And Lily, 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 high low. Tomorrow I'll probably love again. And Lily, 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 high low. Dance for me, Lily. Smile and join in the show. Come and laugh a while with me, Lily. Ah, Lily, ah, Lily, Lily, hello. The song of love is such a sad song. And I have loved and it's so. I sit at my window and watch the rain. Ah, Lily, ah, Lily, Lily, hello. Tomorrow I'll probably love again. Ah, Lily, ah, Lily, Lily, hello. The circus comes at once a year, Lily. It's there and then it has to go. Come laugh a while with me, Lily. Come and join in the show. Ah, Lily, ah, Lily, Lily, hello, hello. Ah, Lily, ah, Lily, Lily, hello. Ah, Lily, ah, Lily, Lily, hello, hello. Ah, Lily, ah, Lily, Lily, hello. Tomorrow I'll probably love again. Ah, Lily, Lily, hello. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, you're too kind.
It was an easy chorus.
Yes, it's good.
The same line 4 times over. That'll do me.
Yes, there we go. I stick to those. Me and Bert are still in communication, actually.
Right, okay, listen up, boys and girls. I have a cunning plan. We've got one from Alan, and then we'll have one from DEWI and Eileen. One for, are you okay for another Terry? And then maybe, since we've all been flogging CDs and stuff tonight, we could have Rum Bum and Concertina to finish off.
Oh, we could, yeah,
Which,
yeah.
Rum Bum and Concertina were Alan's ex-group.
Pals, yeah.
Yeah, from way back when. So we've got some video from, I think it's probably in black and white. It's so long since. But,
no!
It would be nice to hear it. Right, anyway, you knock one out now, Alan.
I will. I'll knock one out for you, John. That's what I'll do. Actually, it's Deja Vu. It's the song I was intending singing last week. And I started the intro and couldn't remember the first line. I knew the song. I just couldn't remember the first line. It happens occasionally. So, anyway, this is the song. It's called... what's it called? The Call and the Answer. It's called You Are the Call, I Am the Answer. Yeah. Anyway, I better sing it before I forget the first line. You called and I ran, wild as the wind across the moor. All we needed was each other. With the eagles we will soar. You You are the call, I am the answer. You are the wish and I am the way. You the music, I the dancer. You are the night and I am the day. You are the night and I am the day. You and I were like two rivers that run and fall down to the sea. When we meet, we're lost forever, you and me. You are the call, I am the answer. You are the wish and I am the way. You the music, I the dancer. You are the night and I am the day. You are the night and I am the day. So lay your head upon my pillow. Let your heart beat close to mine. We've no past and no tomorrow. Two hearts lost in space and time. You are the call, I am the answer. You are the wish and I am the way. You the music, I the dancer. You are the night and I am the day. You are the night and I am the day. You are the call, I am the answer. You are the wish and I am the way. You the music, I the dancer. You are the night and I am the day. You are the night and I am the day. You are the night and I am the day. You are the night and I am the day. Little amen at the end there. Methodist song, that one, little amen at the end. Anyway, it was only the first line I couldn't remember last week.
Right, okay, we've got DEWI and Arlene back for another dose.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do a Virginia Kettle song. Virginia Kettle from the band Merry Hell. A great little band. One of their slow ones.
In that dress of emerald green, I pretend this war is over. He is here in my arms once again, husband and lover, my homecoming soldier, waltzing for victory, kissing for liberty, waking to find it's a dream, dancing alone once more on a cold kitchen floor in that dress of emerald green.
In some faraway part of the world, I pretend this war is over. She is standing in front of me now, holding me close, her head on my shoulder, waltzing for victory, kissing for liberty, waking to find it's a dream. Dust and the smoke fill my eyes, but she lights up the skies in that dress of emerald green. Under the gunfire, under the politics, two lonely people stand so far apart.
Said I'd be strong if you promised you'd come home to me.
Gave you my word and I gave you my heart.
In that dress of emerald,
that's how I remember
I
her.
pretend this war is over.
Long hair around
Is here in my arms once again. Husband and lover, my homecoming soul.
to be home and be
Waltzing
for victory, kissing for liberty, waking to find it's a dream,
dancing alone once more
on a cold kitchen floor in that dress of emerald green.
Waltzing for victory, kissing for liberty,
waking
to find it's a dream, dancing alone once more
on a cold
kitchen floor in that dress
of emerald green.
in that dress
of emerald green.
Beautiful.
Yes. This will be about 3 years ago. We had Risky Business at the club with Ruth and Ken
Powell and Ken.
and they sang that, and that was my favourite song of the entire year at the club. Beautiful song, and I'll look forward to listening to that again tomorrow on YouTube.
Virginia
Thanks very
Kettle
much. Right,
wrote it.
Terry, what can we look forward to listening to tomorrow from you?
Right, this is called Where Are You Now, Sweet Marie? This is a song, 1966, this goes back to when I first left home, went to London, and that was a big thing for me. And I got into student riots in those days and anti-Vietnam War demonstrations. And
Well
folk
done,
music.
that man. That's the way to do it.
Yes, it was all kicking off. And what did I know then? Misspent youth and all of that. Met lots of people, went round all the folk clubs and discovered all of that and met lots of people. So this is us. Oh, and also in 1966, of course, Dylan released Blonde on Blonde, and that knocked us all sideways as well. So this song is a kind of a mixture of all of those memories, looking back. Long ago and far away, waving banners in our marching days, and Montgomery and Vietnam, civil rights down in Birmingham. Tell the truth, I just walked in line, a just cause, it just wasn't mine. And I didn't know what else to do, 'cause you were marching to a different tune. But where are you now, sweet Marie? Where are you now, babe? Where are you now, my love? Where are you now, sweet Marie? nights we set the needle down and watched the record spinning round and round. And absolutely sweet Marie always thought you might wait for me. 'Cause lying there in the midnight hour with cigarettes and a dying fire, with your eyes like smoke and your prayers that rhyme, you were once a true friend of mine. Where are you now, sweet Marie? Where are you now, babe? Where are you now, my love? Where are you now, sweet Marie? You said to live outside the law, you must be honest or you must be poor. You said that I was insincere, no beliefs, just a thin veneer. But I waited for you and you hated me, although I know we both disagreed. And I tried to tell you, but you wouldn't hear. I was insecure, not insincere. Where are you now, sweet Marie? Where are you now, babe? Where are you now, my love? Where are you now, sweet Marie? Long ago and far away, when revolution was all the rage, we'd change the world and we'd fight the fight, take up arms and do what's right. But sometimes it's just the way it goes, and sooner or later you were bound to know. I couldn't stay, couldn't pledge my time. You went your way, and I went mine. So where are you now, sweet Marie? Where are you now, babe? Where are you now, my love? Where are you now, sweet Marie? Where are you now, babe? Where are you now, my love? Where are you now, sweet Marie? Where are you now? Where are you now? Where are you now?
Fabulous. Absolutely.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
it's on the album. It's on the album. It's fabulous. That's a lovely song. That's probably what set Friends Reunited going. Do you remember Friends Reunited? It was all the rage once before Facebook.
One time.
Yes.
Caused a lot of
I
marital
never had any
problems.
friends, so it didn't
Oh,
affect
no.
me.
It sure did. It sure did. What did you say?
Right, that was stunningly good, Terry. I'll look forward to hearing that again tomorrow as well. And we've had some terrific music tonight, really have. And we've had a lot of fun, as we always do.
It's been cosy.
Put your flares on, And let's go back.
I'll wear my paisley flares next week for you, John.
Yeah, I can get a Fox Firkin film for a couple of weeks' time.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll share. Send it to me, and we'll put it on. That's no problem.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
But I've got a whole like 3-hour concert.
Oh no! Send me a bit. Send me a bit. This was recorded in the RAF Club in Rhyl, the Raffer Club. We'd been kicked out. No, we'd closed a couple of pubs, and so we were moving venues, moving target and all of that. And the RAF Club's gone now, but we were in there for quite a while until it folded. And this is Ted Robshaw, Jeff Blythin, and myself, commonly known as Rum Bum and Concertina. And I'll put it on now for you.
Does he know where that phrase comes from? Because George Melly's autobiography, Rum Bum.
He probably knows.
George Melly.
It's coming up just now.
Let no one persuade you, it's easy to hide. All those tears in the mess, see the blood on the tide. For it's here I was born, and it's here I will bide. So down the river again, so down the river again. Now your tall ships and your traders came in from the sea. And there were cargoes and clippers of cotton and tea. There was sugar and slaves for the land of the free. So down the river again, so down the river again. We were raised upon charity, held down by poverty. So down the river again. We were built upon slavery, brought down by knavery. So down the river again. We're so down the river again. I could tell you some stories of a people so proud, where Keegan and Shankly once drew a crowd, but they never could see you for crying out loud. So down the river again, so down the river again. Now your warehouses crumble and your shipyards decay, and there's rust on the river and rust on the day. It's no wonder Whistle down the river again. Whistle down the river again. Yes, whistle down the river again.
Long time ago.
Oh,
Moments.
I remember sharing. We worked together at the Bull Bay Folk Festival. I remember.
Blimey,
Years ago.
it's a long time ago. Yeah,
That is a long time ago.
bags, by the way, not flares. They were Oxford bags.
I thought they were your dad's.
And little did poor Ted Robshaw know he'd only had a couple of weeks to live after that.
I know.
It just gone.
Yeah.
Without so much as a buy your leave, I've not forgiven him yet. There we are.
Did you name yourselves after George Melly?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Thought so. Right.
George Melly, those of you who don't know him, he's a late jazz singer, famed for his suits, which were more like deck chairs than suits. And
He was fabulous. What a guy.
he wrote two autobiographies. The first was called Scouse Mouse, and after he'd come out as gay, the second one was called Rum, Bum and Concertina, which is a play on the words of Winston Churchill, who said that the Navy thrived on rum, bum and baccy. So we just used rum, bum and concertina. Although I've never played a concertina in my life. There's the truth.
One of the only things you don't play, Al.
I don't know. I'll get one though. If you want, I'll get one.
Okay, boys and girls, it's winding up time. Alan will press the button in a second to stop recording.
I
And
will.
you can watch it all again tomorrow. But thank you. And it's been a great night. We had a lot of fun tonight. So good night, and we'll see you next week.